money stay high. Go to YouTube for story time with Ray Vi. We say he's a great guy. Have a lot of fun telling you his life and blaze live. Stay high. I dare you tonight to what? To like, share, and subscribe.
What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy Ray here with another one. Story time with Ray. This is gonna be the love edition. that was weird. That was weird. We gotta put some story time lights on. Today's story is one that is near dear to my heart. It's one of my favorite stories to tell because it's about love. And this is with my wife. The first time me meeting my wife face to face. It was about 2007. (2008). 2008. Was it 2008 or 2000? It don't even matter. But it was 2008. I've been talking to my wife, Stacy. She wasn't my wife, so that she was not even my girlfriend at this point. We've been talking on the phone for about a good while now, right? Stay up until 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, talking about all random type of shit. Never a quiet moment. We held conversation, and we still hold conversation very well. So it was one of those things that were like, yo, I was feeling the fuck out of her. I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I find myself thinking about her 24/7. My bubble guts every time I see that she's calling me. It's something I never felt before my whole entire goddamn life. I said, what is this? Am I coming down with something? I'm worried. And then it was radio silence. And then I moved back to my parents' house because I'm trying to get my life in order. And I'm sitting in the living room and my father calls me. So come here. Somebody calling you here, I don't know. But she calling somebody calling for you. I don't know. And I'm like, okay. Who? I don't know. Girl, boy, what? Una mujer, or a girl here, there. I don't know. All right, so I didn't know who the hell he was talking about. I was hoping that it was Stacy, but I didn't know who he was talking about. I'll go to the room and the phone rings. Hello? It sounds like Aventura. So las 5 de la mañana, and I started dancing. Well, I picked up the phone. Hello? Hey, can I speak to... Enter name here. And I said, yeah, this is Sim. She's like, oh, this is Stacy. And I was like, what? I moonwalked to the room, took the phone, moonwalked to the room. We finally connected back. Remember how they say, let something go. And then if it comes back to you, it's meant to be yours. That radio silence is us letting each other go. And then we came back with each other. You feel me? So from this point on, it was balls to the wall. Nervous as hell about telling her that I liked her. Nervous as hell to tell her how I felt. Nervous as hell is that, like, I'm petrified on the phone. I'm nervous. I'm like a little schoolgirl. I've never acted like this. I've never acted like this when it came to a female. So I was like, something's going on. I don't know if I got the monkeypox. I don't know if something's going on with me physically or mentally, because at that time I was fucked. But I knew what I felt. And I knew I felt it in my corazón, in my heart. It was months we were talking on the phone. And then we, it was a routine type of deal. It was like we already knew what time we were gonna call each other. You know how long we gonna stay on the phone. She's a trooper. Like, I'm gonna tell you how gangster my wife is. When I called her, we stood up on the phone till like 6 in the morning, right? And she gotta wake up to go take our daughter to school and do her thing. And work all fucking day and then come back right back on the phone with your boy. So I'm just like, that's crazy. Yo, I think she's feeling me too. She ain't gonna be on the phone with a motherfucker like that long. She gotta like me. But at the same time, in my heart, I was like, maybe she don't. Maybe she just thinks you're funny and she just needs somebody to make her fucking laugh. I was doubting myself from the fucking beginning. I didn't know what the fuck to think. I was nervous. It was a lot of shit going on in my life, and it was a lot of shit going on in my brain at the time. So it was something that I latched onto, and I was like, oh my God, this feeling, I wanted to ride it all out to see what's going on. The talks of meeting up came up a couple times, but until this time, we have never met face to face. Our faces never connected. She's seen a picture of me on MySpace, and she said, "Yeah." She didn't say that. It all started with a hello or a hi, and then I said to her, I thought at the very, very beginning, I thought, we're fast forwarding all the way to when I first started talking to her, and she sent me a message and said hi or hello, something like that. Automatic in my mind is fake. That bitch too goddamn pretty to be fucking saying hi to me. That's what I said. That ain't real. And then I was like, let me just fuck with it. What's up? And then we started talking, and then I started seeing this conversation that we were having, and then she had pictures and shit, you know, of herself and a bunch of different, and I'm like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, let me put some pimping in it. I didn't do it, I ain't no pimp, but I was excited that when I found out that was legit, that's who I'm talking to. I wasn't getting catfished up in this bitch. Because never in my life I would have thought a woman that beautiful was ever going to go hit me up. Are you crazy? Anyway, so the conversation, me and her meeting up, has come up very, like, sprinkled through the conversation, right? And I'm just like, yo, in my mind, I'm starting to thinking, when I started to see that it's coming up a lot, I started to be like, yo, I gotta be a straight G when I first meet her. Like, I gotta get some new kicks. I gotta get a fresh cut. They need to do something about this beard, hook it up. Go to the Magic Mall real quick, get me a nice t-shirt, fit it maybe. I don't know, get some good cologne. Aveswa Kawa, or whatever the fuck they niggas buy us for now. Spray that, smelling like $1 million. In the same Magic Mall, I could go get a cologne, contact lenses, a whole outfit, sneakers, and a haircut. And then eat lunch in the middle of all the shit. One-stop shop, baby. So I had this planned in my mind. I was like, well, I'm gonna come up with some bread. I'm gonna meet up with her. I'm gonna ask her out on a date. Yo, you wanna go out with me real quick? Take her out, hold her hand, do all that nice, you know, open the door, pull out the fucking chair, all that shit. Had it planned to the T. I was watching love movies. I was taking notes. Boy, it's gonna be the bee's knees the first time we meet. I'm gonna get some roses for her. You know, take her to Mickey D's. You could supersize if you want, shorty. She gonna fuck me up for saying that one. Anything she want, I had it planned, boy, man. I was so excited. But at the same time, I was kind of nervous. Like my insides, like, you know, when you lay down in bed and you think about the first time, how you gonna set it all up, how everything gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. And then that doubt comes. You know, why if she doesn't like that shit? Well, what happens if she finds another nigga that looks better than me in her eyes? I'm pretty sure there's a decent ugly nigga out there. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, what happens if I'm taking too long to do anything or make a move or whatever the case is, and she goes finds another bozo at the Dollar General or Walmart, wherever. So then the doubt, and I started getting worried. I'm like, yo, this needs to happen. But I ain't gonna bring it up. I was a pussy, man. I didn't want to deal with it. I was scared. I'm scared right now, and I'm married to her for fucking how many years? Going on 5, we about 16, 17 years in. I still get nervous. One day, I was chilling. It was Saturday. I haven't talked to her. The last thing I heard from her is like, oh, I'm taking my daughter to this, what's it called? Carnival type shit that they were having. All that and a bag of chips. And I was like, well, I had the day already planned. I was off that day and I was going to get up and I was going to go and, because at that time I was doing that bullshit as, you know, with system installation. Like I was trying to start my own shit. So I was trying to do system installation for radio systems and all the other shit. So I was like, nah, I'm taking the day off because my boy called me up the day before and said, hey, let's go to the races. So out here in Florida, there's these things, they're called the races. It's in Gandy and all that other shit. And people bring their cars and they'll do like a couple of races here and there. And we'll race down the highway. We'll all meet up in one spot, listen to music, smoke, do all that, right? So my boy was like, we're going to the races tonight. Meet me at Walmart because he worked at Walmart. So he was like, I get out at this time, meet me here. And then we'll just get in my whip and we're out. At that time, I didn't have a whip. I'm telling you, I'm down and out, bro. I had a reset, start all over because I fucked up the bag bad. So my dad has a whip. I use my dad's whip, get to Walmart. I get over there. He drops me off. My dad leaves because my mom was working in the same Walmart. So he picked up my mom and they all left. And I was like, yo, I'm going to chill with him. I'm probably going to stay the night in his crib because we're going to the races. And I'm not a grown man. I'm like 20. I'm like 21, 22, so or like 23, I think I was. And I get to Walmart. Cool. Listen to what I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't gotten a haircut in about a week. When I have the mentality of we going to the races, I knew the group of people we were going with. And this is not an excuse to look the way that I looked, but I'm just telling you this is what happened. I knew the group of dudes that we were going to the races with, and there was no point for me to be all flashy or anything, because yeah, there's girls there, but I was not trying to try to meet up with a girl over there, anything like that, when I'm already talking to Stacy. So I wanted to just focus on Stacy, so fuck all that. So I didn't care about none of that. So I had these bright red pants on. Ladies and gentlemen, clown pants, they call it. They're bright red. They're and ones from fucking Walmart. The bright red with the black stripes to the side. Fuck those pants. And I had a wife beater on. This is my mindset, people. I'm in Florida. It's hot as fuck. I got to fucking Walmart. He was coming out at 7. I think I got there at 5 something. I went to McDonald's, get something to eat. Then I came to the picnic table in the back. It's hot as fuck. I had a hoodie. I took the hoodie off. All I had was a white beater and the red pants with some flip-flop shoes, man. I wasn't planning on shit. I was going to stay with the wife beater for the remainder of the day. When it starts getting colder at night at the races, I was pop the hoodie on and I'm gravy. So I'm like, I'm chilling. A couple of people that I used to work with are sitting there with me with just bullshit, and I'm talking my crap, all that in a bag of chips, right? My phone rings. Ladies and gentlemen, my phone rings. As I'm waiting for my man to get out of work, Stacy calls me. And I did it just like this. I was real suave with it. Right? I went just like this. Give me a second. Just give me a second. Hello? And I act like I was taking a business meeting call or some shit, trying to be important. I was like, hello? She was like, hey, I don't know verbatim what the hell the conversation was, but I know the conversation was that she just came out the festival. She's about to go to Walmart because her daughter wanted fish. It's weird me calling her daughter. It's my daughter. But at this time, we weren't together. So she was getting fish for our daughter, and she said, I'm going to go to Walmart. So no, let's stop this for a second. There's many of Walmarts in the area that we lived in. There was many of Walmarts. I was like, oh, word. She called me and she was asking, does Walmart have fish shit? Because she knew that I worked there at one point. Do they have fish shit? And if they do they have it at your Walmart where you worked at? And I went, yeah, I believe they do have, I think they do have the tanks and all that stuff in that side of the world. Like, when are you gonna get it? She was like, oh, I was on my way now. She was like, you're still at that Walmart? And I'm like, yeah, I'm still here. I'm here. I'm chilling. And she was like, yeah, maybe we could meet. Out of pocket, excuse me? Do you know what I look like? I wasn't ready for this. I was nowhere near ready for this. Oh, my heart beating fast. I peed a little. It was ridiculous. My boy came out of work and I was like, yo, shorty coming through. The first time meeting her and everything and all that. I was like, so he was like, yeah, go. I'll wait for you in the car, bro. Don't worry about it. Go do what you got to do. And I'm like, all right, bro, we're going to go to the races. He's like, we got time, brother. That shit don't start until like 11 o'clock, man. We good. And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate it. But like, can't you be like, yo, I got to go? You can't. Hey, nigga, let's go. Keep on interrupting me. Get the fuck. I'm not ready for this, bro. I'm not nowhere near close to be ready for this. He's like, you want me to get you a shirt or something like that? Like, I could get a shirt. I was like, it's just that it's not going to match these red ass pants. This is not nowhere near how I wanted this to go down. But I had no choice. She calls me. Brr, brr. Aló, son las 5 de la mañana. Where you at? Walking out of Walmart right now. She's like, all right, well, when you come out for the front entrance, I'm going to be parked right there. I'm in a Kia Sportage. And I was just like, I'm fucking shitting myself, people. I don't know what the fuck to do with life anymore. I'm about to text her, be like, I don't even like you. I was so fucking scared and nervous. And that's how I knew it was love, though. Because if it was any other chick ahead, I would have not felt that. They would have not hit me that hard. They embarrassed me. I wouldn't give a fuck what she thought I was wearing. I don't care about that shit. Fuck that. If I'm not like in love with you or like you a lot, I don't give a fuck what you have to say about it. This was different. My boy even told me, he's like, yo, you acting out of pocket. Remember when we used to use out of pocket? That's what he told me. You acting out of pocket, bro. Calm down. Y'all, you don't even know what I'm going through right now, bro. You don't even know what I'm going through right now. But he does, because he had a girlfriend. And they love each other. They lived with each other. But what I'm saying is, he didn't know. It's been so long, he doesn't remember how it feels. Oh my God, I can remember it like it was yesterday. It was the most nerve-wracking thing in the world, but it was like nerve-wracking, but excitement. Like, I was like, I'm actually going to be able to look at her face and touch her cheeks. Not her butt, her cheeks and her face. That's the only thing that I know. I've never seen anything else. It was just her cheeks. I just want to pinch them. I see the car in the horizon. And I don't know if it was Jesus, but I swear to God, this happened in my mind. A light from Walmart was aiming directly at the car. And then the car, it was a little bit chilly. It was a little bit chilly. It wasn't crazy chilly. It was a little bit chilly. The exhaust was coming out, so the smoke and the wind was blowing the smoke around the car. So I was just like, oh shit, she's Batman. That shit looked cool as fuck. The light was hitting it just right. And I'm walking up to the car. Ladies and gentlemen, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. If I had vomit on my sweater, I probably would have not even noticed it. So you know what my dumb ass does? Forget the hoodie completely. It was inside the car. I'm walking up with the wife beat out. Now what you think? What you think gonna look like? What you think that gonna look like? Huh? So I'm like, I'm a failure. The minute I started walking, I was like, oh, I failed this one. I burned this one bad. Right? And I get close to the window goes down. Like Ariel coming out. And she turns her head like this. Her hair whisks in the wind. And all I saw was those eyes. And I went, homina, homina, homina. I cut it. As I was trying to not look directly. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Like, it was so hard to like look at the eyes. Cause it was like burning through my heart. And I was like, God damn, she look good. You like know one of those, you know how when you hear a good bar, you're like, oh, that's how it was in my heart. I was just like, oh my gosh, she's fine. And I was like, keep it cool. Your mustache is sweaty, but it's all everything cool. Keep it trucking. And I was like, hey, what's good? Don't ask me verbatim how the conversation went, what we talked about. Don't ask me shit. I could tell you how physically I felt. I could tell you what I thought we talked about. I could tell you even the exercise that I gave myself, this whole interaction between me and her. Don't ask me the conversation, because I don't know. All I know is that I was mesmerized by her eyes, her face, her nose, her smile, her voice, her hair, her sweater. She had a striped sweater, it was gray and pink, and had a little hoodie in the back. I remember. And I was like, yo, what's good? And she was like, oh, hey. And I was like, oh. She said, what up? Like I haven't just spent months talking to her. I was just like, yes, sir. She didn't say no. That's what I said. She didn't give me the face because I was looking directly at her face. She would have been like, ooh, like, hold the phone. Wait a minute. Let's back this up and roll the window back. If she would have rolled the window back up, oh my God. I would have been destroyed. So we're talking. Yeah, my sister went with my daughter to go get find the fish stuff and the tank and stuff. I want to get a little kit with the lights and all this stuff and gravel. And I was like, word, fishes are important in the ecosystem of our lives. So yeah, she could have told me I need you to kill 13 niggas. That moment right there, I would have done it. No bullshit. She and it was not her. She was not manipulating me in any way. It's just that the amount of nervousness that I've never felt before, at that moment she could have asked me to do anything and it would have been so. Slap a priest where he's at. Let's go, you feel me? Like one of those situations. And we're talking. And she's kind of look at me like she wants me to be how I was on the phone, but like I told you, in person, I'm a nervous motherfucker. Give me about an hour after, and then I fuck with it 100%. You'll see a real me, but I gotta get comfortable and try to brush off the nervousness of meeting somebody for the first time, especially something like this. So then I started to see myself do something that I never thought that I would ever do in my whole entire life. Guys, if you out there and there's a girl that you like, show her you like her in other ways than the ways that I'm about to tell you now. We talked about her car. Cause that's at that moment, that was like my go-to. conversation. I know about cars, and I'm fluent in cars, so we're gonna talk about her car for about an hour. And I started to kick her tires. These are pretty good tires. I said those words. I said, you got enough tread on these tires. You good. Those are good tires. That's a good brand. I told her those words, bro. I slapped her mirror. Hold on. You know the side mirror? I just slapped it. I went back. And she was looking at me, and she's like, this man is attacking my car. What did my car? He's kicking my tires, slapping my mirror, talking about the condition of the vehicle and what do I have to do for maintenance. What the fuck is wrong with me? And I know my boy is hearing this whole thing. He had to. He told me he did it, but he had to. There's the worst interaction that I could have possibly imagined of me having with her. I wasn't not. It was off. I was off. So we kept on talking, and her sister came back with shopping cart and the kid and all that other stuff to go out. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna let you go. You know, you guys have a great night. I'm gonna talk to you. I'll text you later. She was like, okay, bye. And I no kiss to the cheek, no handshake. I didn't even pound it. I didn't explode and pound. I didn't do anything. I wanted to get the fuck out of there as soon as possible because of the embarrassment that I just made myself do. Right? I get in the car. I'm gonna get in my boy's car. I'm getting choked up talking about this shit because it's so emotional. I get in my boy's car. He's got a Mustang, so that shit sits low. And I just soak in there, and I went, bro, I fucked it all up. But I think I honestly love her. You didn't see what I see. You didn't hear what I hear. Get up in the sky, superstar. That's what I sung myself, man. So I put out a text, and I'm gonna let her know about what happened in my life. And I pretty much, in short terms, it's pretty much me telling her, you know, I was really nervous, and you know, I apologize if I was acting a certain way, and all this stuff, but I really like you, and you're beautiful, and this, that, and third, and all this other crap. And we talked. And then it was to the point something happened that we couldn't go to the races. So we went back to my man's apartment, and we were just gonna drink and just play cards and play 2K and just chill. And I was just gonna crash on the couch and then head to the crib the next day. Because I was not gonna waste a Saturday because something happened that we couldn't go to the races. So we get to his crib. And me and her texting back and forth like crazy. Right, tell her how about our feelings. Now we're getting a little bit, ya tu sabe. And we get to his crib. I start drinking, and we stopped texting, and then we called each other for a minute, and then we talked, and then when I hung up with her for that said that she was gonna go to sleep, we started drinking and playing cards. Now this is where I knew that I loved her, and this is where he found out that I loved her. I was saying I loved her and I liked her, she's really cool and all this, but he didn't understand until that fucking night. So we went and bought this bottle called Tropical something. It was like a blue bottle, very cheap, but the content of alcohol was very high. So we bought one of blue of that, and we had some haze. So we were gonna smoke, drink, play cards, wild the fuck out like we always do, and you know, have a great night. And they'll put the whole night. I'm I'm with it, but at the same time I'm not with it because I'm just like, yo, I can't believe I met her like that. And then after that, the text messages that she's still fucking with your boy, even though I look like Bozo the fucking clown out there. It didn't matter. It's like she understood what was going on. I knew she's not stupid, people. And then we started to drink and we were playing cards. So my man was just like, yo, so what happened with Shorty? Tell me what happened. And I'm just like, yo, bro, I'm really feeling her and all this. And I hope she's feeling me. Like we just got off the phone right now and it's all gravy. I mean, I was just nervous as fuck, bro. I didn't know what the fuck to do, and all this other stuff. And he was like, yeah, cool. Then we started drinking. And then I started singing songs. Like the radio was playing. You know when when you in your feels, and a song comes on, and you drunk. So my love will go on. Ooh, the Evanescence song. That song came on. If I can't go on and I started singing like that for Stacy. And I was feeling it. And I'm drunk out my ass. I'm fucking high. I'm all types of fucked up. And he's just looking at me. He's just like, bro, what are you on, my nigga? Like, what's going on? And I was like, you on this, man. You don't fucking get it. This song is fucking love. And if you not in love, maybe you don't love your girl. Maybe you and your girl not in love. Y'all just like each other a lot. I don't know. But I know I'm in love and I'm gonna sing it to the world. The world's gonna find out. I don't give a fuck. And I just started singing to the world. I had so much joy inside me that I didn't fuck it up. I was so happy that I didn't mess it up with her. Kept on, and we kept on drinking. It started getting worse. And then as we sitting there, card game, like his girl's already asleep. Our other boy, that nigga bounced like an hour ago. So it's just me and him with the radio down low. It's like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. The radio's down low. Me and him still on the table. Just we were playing ID. It was ID Clear War, some bullshit like that. But just drinking and smoking mainly. We were not really focused on the game. And I'm sitting there and I was like, you know what's crazy about all this? What all that happened today is? And he was like, what happened, bro? And his eyes are like fucking almost down to his chin. And I was like, that's my wife. She's gonna be my wife for the rest of my life. And you know how I know that? You know how I know that? How, bro? Yeah, because I still love her. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Bro, I was out of my mind drunk. But when I got into just thinking about her and the drinking of the liquids, bro, I let all my feelings out that night. Everybody knew how I felt about this girl. Everybody, at least everybody in that apartment and in that building probably knew how I felt about this girl. And then he comes and tells me, you just gonna talk about her the whole entire night? I'm like, are you jealous? You jealous that I'm not talking about you like that, my brother? Like, that's weird. Like, I'm supposed to feel this way. You're not even happy for me that I found somebody that I love? I'm tired of being the third wheel. Every dude that I hung out with at this point had a girl. So every time I hung out with them, it was me and him and his girl. Or me and that guy and his girl. Or me and this guy and his girl. So I was like, I'm fucking to fuck all that. I need to find love in all the right places. And I found it. So be happy for your boy. It's like, I'm not happy. It's not that I'm not happy for you. It's shut the fuck up. You sound like a bitch right now. And I was like, oh, so the shit that I say when I talk about my feelings is bullshit. I'm a bitch now, right? Whatever, dog. Whatever. You want to play suicide? Suicide is when you take a cigarette and you light it up and smoke it, put it right between both of your hands, and to see who moves first. I got a mark right here saying that I won. That nigga keeps on saying he won. Are you crazy? It went through my skin. You nutbag? What's wrong with you? And then after that, that was all she wrote. Those are more stories that I'm going to get into down the line. I have a lot of me and Stacy stories. Our first time doing a lot of things. I have more stories about me and my kids, but I got to go talk to them about it first before I could go ahead and just do it, making sure it's okay with them. And a bunch of stories from my past coming up. Guys, I love all of you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I'm going to talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. Spend time with the family. Chillax. The weekend is for that reason alone, baby. Just have fun. I love you guys. I'm talking to you guys later. Peace.
I got a bad feeling about this.
They say Larry is a vibe like my nigga Ray. I be cool and I get high. I roll bigger J.